2 easy penalties.
They've certainly opened up the proceedings here for Saracens, and Theodan crashes forwards and opens up on the scoreboard with not 3 minutes gone. Theodan again clattering onwards. Joe Owen trying to hold on to him. Van Sale. Tizard. It's relentless at the moment. Sarri's unstoppable. One by one they pour forwards, and there's the second try. Goodness me. They have started like a hurricane. Now they tear forward through Willis. What an offload. Malins is away. One man to beat. Oh, that's glorious. It's better still. Malins, Van Sale, Malins. Brilliant.
Just fabulous from Saracens. They were knocking Bristol backwards. They had to try something. The chip from Jordan to Van Rensburg didn't work. Stick it on a postcard.
Slot on that right wing right now with him knocking about.
Here he is, ball in hand, riding that first challenge. Not so much the second one from Chawatama.
You check whether that's more than the penalty on, please, by 8.
Here's Willis.
You need to review that.
Yeah, lovely. We'll check it now.
I'm going to have another look at that challenge, I think, from...
Time off.
Is it the one from Chawatama?
I've got to check. TMO is saying it's more than the penalty. I'm just going to review.
This one.
8.
Yellow for Bill Matter. Playing with an extra man, remember. Tompkins right in amongst it. Ezekiel leading the charge. They've got an advantage. Here's Tompkins. Over again. Started this season like a steam train. Too many. Ogre was there. And Rizamet is accelerating hard, and he's gone through 2. Rizamet linking nicely. And hurtling up that right-hand side. Joe Owen, who's taking some stopping. He's got it away, and Marmion's in for Bristol, and that's what they can do. They can strike from nowhere, and they can strike by surprise. Rizamet with the initial damage. How quick is Joe Owen?
They're getting battered. No, they just done try of the season on us. 2 minutes in.
Van Sale whips it away, and Hadfield races through within 5 metres. Carrington slowing him up at the very least. Out it comes. Oh, lovely tip on from Ezekiel. Out to Bracken, in, out, over the line. Just wonder if he got that down cleanly. Might need to take another little look at it. It was some sharp work on the feet as Hadfield rumbles round the outside and heads for the line. Van Sale, Farrell, Burke, dummy from Burke, and really strong chasing work from Ravovo. Van Sale goes out wide, Bracken gathers, and Bracken heads for the corner! Well, he's got a poacher's spirit as well. There's that extreme pace and acceleration. 2 for the day for the man.
Mate, they're like the old WWF wrestlers. They're like Legion of Doom. They're a tag team.
Here's Rizamet looking to get round the outside of Kalori. He's got it away. Ravovo's there. And who's on the inside? It's the support runner, Marmion. He's always there. And they will profit with a second try. A second for the Bristol number 9. Marmion breaks. Looking for that runner off his shoulder. Pepper's done really well. He's got within 3. Marmion in. Hat-trick. Something to salvage from a pretty miserable day from a Bears perspective. They conceded too many tries in the final 10 minutes of matches in the last campaign. 25% of their tries conceded in that window, so they want to finish strong, and they appear to be doing just that. Bracken to Alec Clary. Bracken again, here's Tizard. There it is. Adding a little bit of gloss and the opportunity of a half-century of points. Klosker's close again. Thacker!
On the line for me.
Well played, sir.
Well, he's dropped it and it's short.
No try.
Okay. No try, not gone.
very much in keeping with Bristol's day. The popping of their balloon right at the death, no bonus point, empty-handed. Saracens ominously good, and the Farrell homecoming marked with an absolute shellacking. Bears mauled. Saracens winning by 50 points to 17.
Mark, congratulations, 50 points against the Bristol Bears today at home. Well, what pleased you most about that?
Probably a combination of things. Obviously, we started the game quickly and strongly, and there was, I think, some exciting glimpses of what's possible with our attack and ball in hand in that first 20 minutes. But equally when we had a decent lead, I think we were in our 22 for 15 minutes or so, maybe a bit longer at the end of that first half. And I thought some of the fight and grit that we showed to defend our line and keep them scoreless was exactly the kind of team we want to be.
Yeah, you spoke last week about the intent and the intensity and the aggression that you needed to, not quite refine. I'm not suggesting you'd lost it previously, but you're really happy clearly after 2 rounds that you've got that right where it needs to be at this stage.
Yeah, I think our performance team need a bit of credit. You know, we look good out there. We look fit and we look physical and we look strong, which is great. We're down a few numbers at the moment. We've got a few injuries and a few people not available who are coming back from international rugby. But what I've loved is if you're 18 or 19, you just step up and you rise to the occasion, which they've all done, to be honest. And sometimes that's a sign of a good side, I think, because I think they're well supported by their older teammates and who look after them well. But then we had some people today who go under the radar a little bit, someone like Harry Wilson or James Hadfield who come on when Dudan had to go off, and the two of them did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they were both very, very good, weren't they? Jack Bracken obviously caught the eye with 2 tries, with his pace, with his muscular defending. Both the Bracken boys actually in that department. How pleased are you at their progress?
Yeah, Jack's very exciting. And everyone knows how good he is, ball in hand, and how dangerous he is. But what pleased me most today was how he defended. Bristol are a tough team to defend against when you're a 19-year-old winger, and he did a fantastic job. He was against Revuvu to begin with, and you know, I just thought he looked very calm and composed, and as you said, he was physical when he needed to be.
And Tom Willis, obviously, he was our man of the match, but he was everywhere, wasn't he? And so good in and through contact.
He's just got this habit of big moments in matches. You know, he'll come up with the ball when they've been on massive attack, and all of a sudden we're on the front foot. So it's a great habit to have.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers. Okay. Pat, what on earth do we say after that? 50 points put on you, and so many more injuries to add to the huge list you have already.
Yeah, not ideal, not a great night. Well done to Saracens. I mean, they're on fire. They fed off, certainly momentum off, penalties that we gave, mistakes that we gave, and their first 20 minutes we were blown away, and we're not proud of that. We talked about at half time and that we need to come back, and we scored some good tries. Unfortunately, we didn't get the bonus point at the end there. But I think we talked about it. When we are good, it's when we do all the little things really well. And unfortunately, we didn't do a lot of that. But it is one thing about rugby. It's like life. We just got to dump all that now. And it's been an interesting week last week. And but we should have a few more numbers back for next week, and get a good preparation and back at home. So dust ourselves off and go again.
So last week, lots of injuries. This week, lots of injuries. What can you tell us about Lewis Rees-Zammit? What can you tell us about Tom Jordan, Joe Jenkins?
Yeah, looks like Joe Jenkins' hamstring got stretched in a bad position in the breakdown. Tom Jordan took a knock to his ribs, and Zam's just his toe. So both of those, the last two particularly, we'll see how they are. We took time off for precaution. He's a tough bugger. Kept going, and then so it's I'll wait and see and find out if they're up for next week or not.
Yeah, your challenge, I guess now, Pat, is less kind of strategic and tactical, a bit more kind of man and management and filling them with belief and some sort of confidence from somewhere after taking such a pounding physically.
Yeah, it is. It's like you know, obviously we come off a short turnaround going onto that pitch, and you know, versus Saracens, and we try to manage their week this week, which we couldn't do too much. But now, you know, for us, it's like, okay, we're hurting from that. We're not happy about that, and you know, there needs to be a bounce back, and you know, for that to happen, we'll have a few more bodies back hopefully next week, and prepare well and get back into it.
On the upside, Kieran Marmion had a storming display, didn't he? 3 tries, but he was everywhere. He's fizzing around the ruck and finding holes. A huge plus, at least.
Yeah, he is. He's a quality player. He's been with me for many years now, and you know, and him and Rands, he's been a great backup for Harry Randall, but always pushing Rands, and so that, you know, he takes that lead in a position that he very, very good at too. So no, very pleased for him.
2 weeks is a long time in rugby, isn't it, Pat?
Oh, 100%. We've seen that so many times. It's life. You know, you get knocked down. It's what you do when you get back up. And, you know, the way, at the end of the day, like, even if you win by 50 points, you pick up 5 points next week. It's just 18 rounds to try and get as many points and get to the end. That's it. And today wasn't a good one, but there's a lot we can take out of that.
Thanks for your time.
All good.
Cheers, mate.